Let's calm down the rhetoric, says the legacy media.
What?
The same media who said Hillary got robbed.
Fully, go fuck yourself and Jeffrey Epstein's best friend.
Russia hoax, called him Hitler, Satan, fascist.
It's true.
Who cheered on, not once but twice when he got impeached.
That is also true.
Blames him for January 6th.
What the fuck?
Cheered even louder when he got convicted on 34 counts.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
But on this, let's tamp it down so they're not held accountable.
Total bullshit.
I'm Jazz Borganzo on this. To quote the bigoted racist pastor of one former Barack Obama,
Fuck yourself.
my, have the chickens come home to roost. And it's what's next. What's up, everyone? Jazz Borganzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today. And of course, this is the weekend edition. Well, in my first video, I concentrated on the aftermath and the raining down of accusations of incompetence against the Secret Service and, of course, its director, one Miss Cheadle. But in this, we're going to concentrate on the media. Okay, because the media is not innocent here. They're not Pontius Pilate. Wash their hands of the whole thing and I see nothing, I hear nothing, I speak nothing. Oh, no. They're saying we need to calm down the rhetoric. We need to tamp it down because of the sensitivity of the situation. But yet, this is the same media that threw Donald Trump under the bus and ran him over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. But, yeah. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. John Nolte. Trump is Hitler media wants rhetoric toned down to avoid accountability. Fact. The corporate media tells us that Donald Trump is Hitler, Mussolini, a unique threat to democracy, a fascist dictator, Russian spy who stole the presidential election, a rapist, insurrectionist, and a traitor. The corporate media championed phony impeachments, cheered a federal raid on his home, validate Joe Dementia's attempt to prison him, bankrupt him, and take away his businesses. And now this same corporate media wants us to tone down the rhetoric? No. The media has spent a decade sowing the wind, and now the media hopes to avoid reaping the whirlwind. Nice. No. Breitbart News? Oh, shut up. CNN's Gangle. Odd. Trump said, fight after being shot. That's not the message. Because of calm down to all the heated rhetoric. Again, shut up. They want the rhetoric toned down for only one reason, to avoid accountability, their own accountability, and Joe Biden's accountability for recently telling his donors to put a bullseye on Trump for declaring Trump a dictator on the same night as the assassination attempt. Interesting. The media, Democrats, shall I say, must be held accountable for a decade of assassination dog whistles when you launch a dehumanizing campaign backed by billions in corporate dollars against one man in a country of some 350 million people. You are knowingly targeting that man for assassination. After all, it is not moral. It is not a moral imperative to assassinate the next Adolf Hitler, to assassinate the man who will end democracy as we know it, to assassinate a fascist who will ensure this America's final presidential election. Of course it is. But never mind that Trump is none of these things. The media thinks it is. We can't defeat him politically. We failed to imprison him. So let's call him a unique threat to incite someone to end him. And then after the ending, let's blame the victim and then try to shame Orange Hitler's MAGA Hitler tard followers into silence. Breitbart. We need to operate in an atmosphere that when it's impossible to democratically defeat us, we need to be illegally locked up. If it doesn't work, some activist needs to be provoked to attempt assassination. Working in such an atmosphere, it's not easy, but we can manage it. Slovak Prime Minister who survived shooting Trump's enemies incite assassination attempt. Wow. No, this is not the time to tone down the rhetoric. A former president, a current presidential frontrunner, a husband, father, grandfather, leader of tens of millions everyday Americans was a half an inch away from annihilation Saturday night. There must be accountability. There must be a reckoning. We must never stop shouting assassin in the corporate media's hate-filled face. Well, the fuck done. Well, the fuck done. That was well said by one John Nolte. What can I add? Very hard to add anything because, like I said, it was so well done and so well put. The media has been jumping down the throats of those who favor Donald Trump for the better part of 5 years now. January 6th, the worst tragedy in this country's history, worse than the Civil War and 9/11 combined. That came out of one Kamala Nepads Harris's mouth. Let's put a bullseye on him. That came out of Joe Dementia's mouth. There are several clips of media who basically says the only way, especially there's one particular one, and I think I'm going to try to edit that into this video, that has him saying the only way to stop Trump is to shoot him.
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact. They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
So yes, you impeached him twice, did nothing. You ridiculed him, did nothing. You blamed him for everything under the sun, didn't stop him. You tried to imprison him. Well, of course, the sentencing has yet to pass, but it's coming, and it won't come till after the election. And now you try to end him. But you missed. You know, it's still surreal. It's still just wow that this whole thing went down. But to quote the great philosopher Obi-Wan Kenobi,
Your powers are weak, old man.
You can't win, Darth. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
With that being said, I'm Jazz Borganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll see you next time. Peace.
It looks like they are attempting to move him out, that he may have been injured. He is holding up his arm. He is pumping his fist, but clearly...